Okay, it's a beautiful day in my neighborhood. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Hey, what is up, Seth? Hey, you're the first. I like you, Seth. You're here. You're always here first, man. All right, all right. Okay. Let a couple people get in here. All right, we got two in here. If you're in here, please log in and chat. I'm going to explain a few things. All right, about two people and what social media could do to you. It can happen to you. It happened to me. I got five in here. Let's see if we can go for six. Come on, kids. I'm the voice behind Hell Yeah Radio. All right. Patrice, thank you. Betty Brown, thank you for joining me. I'll give it about 2 more minutes. Start at 10:30. So sit back and hang and listen. Because this involves two people and a bunch of people that were involved. I love winning battles. I do not lose when most people fail. I do not give up no matter how sick I am. All right. All right. Hey, family. I like that, Patrice. That was interesting, man. Keep it as a family. Family got smaller, but I got a. Hey, Mike Marsh here. There you go. All right. In a minute, I'll start and I'll explain the whole thing. What's going to go down? What's been going down? Some of it I'm not going to say because I can't say it. I take you through a quick story for the new people that watch the feed. All right. I like that. I love family. I created the family, man. It's great. It's a cult. Get the fuck. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to tell you, Seth. I bought the platinum albums off of eBay. They just put my name on it, whatever. Had to put a joke in there. I know you do, Patrice. Okay, 10:30 starts it. I would like you all to seriously get a grasp on reality, and I think you know the majority of the people, and there's one in here that really knows it. The princess, rock princess, right? There's also a girl named Denise Claire, and there's some others. This ain't the first time this has happened. I'm going to take you. I'll give you dates, and the dates match up with every YouTube feed I have ever done. I had a triple seizure and heat stroke. We'll make it short. In July 19th, I was in a coma. My daughter's a nurse. She came up. All right. I was also lost in Bloomfield, New Jersey for 2 days. We'll get that straight. I got home. I learned to walk, talk again. Went back to work in 3 months. I didn't collect that whole time. Didn't collect one bit of unemployment. Nothing. Now, I was feeling all right for a month. I also created Metal Forever, and Metal Forever saved me, but the family got a little smaller because some people are a bunch of backstabbers on Facebook because they were with Steve Torres. I created a great place, over 7,000 people, 400 group pages. I was all right for a month. Then I started getting sick. Went for blood tests, ultrasounds, and then I got to my urologist, Dr. Michael Saccone, who said I had cancer, a 2.5 inch mass. That was on the 19th of December. Steve Torres said it was the 27th of December. Wrong, Steve. What happened? They shot me with the contrast. It was non-contrast contrast. I never felt right. Looked like I had Parkinson's, Tourette's, muscular sclerosis all at once. You guys have seen the videos. I couldn't have faked them moves if you paid me. Now, with that, finding the cancer was a 2.5-inch mass. They knew I had it back in July when I had the triple seizure and heat stroke. I have this all documented with the cops that picked me up, the ambulance, and everything. So, Steve Torres, there's one red flag for you. All the test for the PT scan with the contrast, that's filed with the FDA. And I'll get to the other one. Now, I was supposed to get my kidney out on February 7th. They had to move it back. I call it moving it up to March 7th. They took my kidney. All right. Now, imagine a guy, well, we'll go to Bonnie Lisa. Bonnie, go to your lawyers and show them this. Bonnie Lisa donated in January. She wanted out of a group page. I pulled her out of all the group pages. Nothing wrong with that. I left her on my page, right? You don't have to have people in group pages. I left her there. She retracted her fundraiser. See, Bonnie Lisa sort of messed up. Said, and Steve Torres' page when he started doing this, and I'll get to that. I had a problem with GoFundMe. I reported an investigation. It was my fundraiser. See, Bonnie Lisa was hitting up on me, and I got all the love letters and all in my phone, and I've showed them to my girlfriend. See, I don't lie to anybody. My phone's an open book, and so is my Facebook page. My girlfriend can go in anytime she wants. I'll take her through it, show her any of your chats, anything. I'm not one to lie or one to cheat, and I think you guys all know that. So by the middle of July, Steve Torres came out, and I had 5 chats open, and I'm good at Facebook. If you want to come up against me with social media, you came up against the wrong person. You can dial my number if you want. 973-991-0584. If you think you're better on the net than me, let's go 1-to-1. You ain't got the speed. You ain't got the technology. I've been teching since '88. Pretty good. I also imagine I created 400 group pages in 12 hours. That's pretty good. With this, Steve Torres, I have 5 chats open. In July, he put under my fundraiser page, "This is a fraud." The next one that comes into it is Tinkerbell. Caused problem in the group page. I blocked her out, left her on my page. She took the choice. One on Steve Torres' side. Said I had dick pics I was putting out there. The only dick pic I know is a guitar pic that says dick on it. She faked her death. I was called a murderer. All right. Now she gets on Steve Torres' side as much as Jeanette Carnes and her son and all them. Brendan Majors and Stacy Leap, and you all got some big problems coming to you, kids. See, Steve becomes this big advocate, but Steve, you sort of messed up there. Your first post was saying people with cancer and contrast, a coal miner's disease. Maybe you were wrong. Maybe if you're allergic to the dye, it can do you in. Well, it did me in. The first test. Like I said, I got the reports, and that's all going up on the fundraisers pages. There's going to be 6 fundraisers pages to take your ass down. So what Steve's this big advocate. But the one thing in the first post Steve put up, he mentioned my name. Steve, you're not correctly right. You're not a good business person. I would have never put my name in a comment. So you kept running, Steve. And you also put in your post that we'll get more of his people over here. That was your whole idea of it, Steve. Make up that I had fake fundraiser pages because what? Bonnie Lisa kicks the first one down. You come in. You had your rest of your hooks and crooks take the other ones down that look like I have multiple fundraiser pages. No, what you take down, I put up. There's no law in the state of New Jersey or the 50 states that other people can't help you with fundraiser pages. You got to do 70,000 in fraud, and I never did that. You never reported it to the DA's office, the district attorney, PayPal, and my friend Michael Island, the cop, is still looking to talk to you. That you said I was impersonating a cop. See, Steve, I got this all backed up. Everything. See, I got new lawyers, Steve. They're going to come down on you. See, the fundraiser just went a little bit bigger. So you ran your mouth so much, and you ran it a little bit too much there, Steve. You know what you said? I got that great video of you all. Oh, you went to a bar. You work with big bands, and you're at a bar to see a band, and you had a taxi cab, and you're wearing eyeliner at your house. What were you going to? What were you being a rock star on the stage? I don't think so, Steve. You're nobody in the business. You started Looks to Kill Rock Shop and a radio station in 2013. You have not been in any major band in your life. You're a nobody, a wannabe, and that's it. See the difference from me, Steve? See these platinum albums behind me? No, Steve, I didn't buy these off of eBay. See, eBay don't put your ex-wife's name on the album with mine. It was from the band live. I got 3 of them behind me, and I got the others in storage. You know, you want to know, Steve? I was going through some shit, bro, and I got a ton of these. Like Ritual. I never played for Ritual. Nah, not me. There's one. I like this one. Billy me came up to Scott Peterson. You like that one? Credit on Anthrax's album. They were endorsed with me, Steve. I never said I made them. Wow, look at this. Damn, Steve. Another one. Wow, wait, wow, I'm going. Hey, you like this one, Steve? Secret Lover? See, me and Billy, it's really weird there, Steve, how my name, Paulie D on lead guitar, rhythm, MIDI drums, Steve, because I did the drums on that album. Let's see, what else we got here? Oh, the Brian Black, Steve. If you go on, you know what? If you go on to Paul DeVoe and you go type in my real name with Ritual, you'll see I'm attached to Brian Black, and there's an article about there. The original guitar player from Ritual is coming back in 2001 to reform with Billy. I came in on the second one of Ritual. So I don't know, Steve. Let's keep going. Another one. Brian Black, Dirty Love. Did the guitar on that. Oh, Eureka, Steve. Let's see if we can get this. Let me see if I can get that in there. Oh, shit, Steve. I guess my girlfriend photoshopped on Anthrax Cases Unlimited, which was my incorporation. I love all this stuff. I'm not going to bore you with all of it. Wow, man. You know what? Did you ever hear that song, Steve? It's a long, long way from home from Foreigner. Well, the band Foreigner actually. Well, let me get that in focus here, kids. He'll say it. Go back a little, man. It says Cases Unlimited on that line. Now I know Mick Jones, and I also know Jason Bonham. So I never hung out with real rock stars. I was hanging out with real rock stars every day of my friggin' life doing flight cases for them. And doing Ritual in the 2000s at the same time. Imagine that. I've been doing flight cases, Steve, for 33 years. You said something about the ultimate support system. That's not the ultimate case company. And my boss has a nice letter from C&D Case. After 9/11, my business went down. Plus, I don't have 5 terminal illnesses, Steve. I had one. It was cancer. And the contrast, they'll figure it out one day. You lied. All right. I got more credibility in the music business that you wish you had, Steve. I got more albums out than you. You ain't got one album out in the world, Steve. Because you know what? That's the one with Heaven and Hell Records. Go look it up, Steve. My pictures are asking. My pictures, if I put the disc in, are on the disc of me. Imagine that. So what? Did my girlfriend Photoshop the pictures to the record company? That was done in 2010, Steve. All these years, Steve. Wow. Hey, you know what's cool about this album? My ex-wife is actually singing on it. Another Anthrax album I credit on, Steve. I got 4 credit on Anthrax albums. I got 1 on Richie Sambora. Oh wow, wait. Oh wow, here we go, Steve. This is oh look at it right there. Cases Unlimited, Paul DeVoe. Wow, man, she did a really good job photoshopping this. If you go into Kmart or something and buy it, man, I guess my girlfriend photoshopped it while you were buying it. Now, is me making Bon Jovi? No, I made their cases. That plaque on the wall that I've always showed is a side of Tico Torres' case that you say you're his cousin. You've been Nikki Sixx's cousin. You've also been on the Girls tour. They don't know you, Steve. Arena rock band, Steve. You've been on the radio for how long, Steve? What? 4 years, 5 years? 3, whatever. You got 50,000 listenings, and you can't even do one show a week. So you're this big radio personnel, Steve. I actually got 28,000 listenings, bro, in less than 2 months. Pretty good, man. I overpower you by far. See, Steve, you know nothing about music. All you know is about the big lie. Now, you know what the coolest thing is, Steve, that I like about you? When my lawyers are done with you, and they'll take down Looks That Kill Rock Shop. They'll have you investigate it. Your doctors will pull every medication from you because you party and you take prescription medication for post traumatic stress disorder. Really? I thought that was against the law. You're not even supposed to take an aspirin. See, Steve, I can't take any medication. I'm short one kidney. And to let you get this politically correct, dude, your kidney comes out your front, not your back. It's called robotics. Dried up turkey neck? Maybe I'm sick still, Steve. So you went on a big run, man, to bust my chops about me being sick. See, I was helping people with fundraisers and road recovery, and I really don't care if my pages are down on Facebook. See, you said that I was giving out blowjobs for donations. Are you out of your friggin' mind, bro? And then you come over my radio station and run? You can't pick up the phone? You can't do nothing. You're so scared of your own shadow. Now we got a girl in here, man. We got a special guest in here, man. Her name's Michelle Cagle. You ripped Michelle Cagle off for $5,000 to open Looks That Kill Rock Shop. You also wanted her to send prescription drugs to you, and she won't. This ain't the first girl you did this to. You did it to Denise Clare, too. Now, Steve, you wrote an article. Paulie D, the big case story. Paulie D's going out to meet all his fans. Well, Steve, you're the advocate for the fundraiser page. You know what? That wasn't my fundraiser I put up. That was done by Richard Fripp. Now, see, Richard Fripp is going up on federal charges because he put up that fundraiser to go meet you, Steve. Now you can be the laughing stock of the crowd, what you wrote. See, he took the girl's money, and I got a nice video of him sent from some girl of him jerking off with a grapefruit, dude. that are going down, and he's charged with some big charges as much as you. I also got him in a shower in a 30-minute pro shop video of him with a cowboy hat jerking off, and the best part of the thing, he says, the kind of climax. That's all going to the cops. See, my new lawyers, Steve, are going to take you down. Plus, your web page is going down. I talked to WIX.com. Looks to Kill Rock Shop's going down because you're using Motley Crue's logos. You're using their music without their permission because you know what? That's easy. Why would Motley Crue ever look at you? I just sent a message over to the girl from Cherry Pie video, Bobby. See, the thing with you, all you girls out there on Steve's side, I got to tell you something. I never begged for a donation, never threatened you, never threatened your families, never threatened your kids. I never even got to, like Steve said, 70-year-old ladies to take their money and their retirement checks. See, you thought you had loyal people over there. Hey, Brian Wright, man, great dick pics you got. You're a good guy, bro. You were loyal too. Now we got Richard Fripp, right? He's getting his jobs pulled real quick. Striper will never have nothing to do when I'm done with you. And Carlos from Stonebreed, you knew all this was going on, and the musicians, as much as Steve Lynch from Autograph, should have said, Steve, what are you doing? I've been very sick. I got all the doctor proof to back it up. Michael Saccone, my doctor who took out my kidney, thinks you're totally nuts, and he'll back me in court. An ex-cop, Ray San Martin, Bloomfield, takes me to all my doctor's appointments and has been. I got nothing to lose here, Steve. See, this can happen to all of you on social media. Steve had an open page, so he's some big radio guy, right? I'm a better radio guy than he'll ever be. Hi, this is Paulie D from Hell Yeah Radio, rocking out the best with the rest. Hey, Steve, you know what I love about you, man? That you come into my fucking show, and God forbid, man, you put up Led Zeppelin, Vince Neil Project, all the shit I'm doing. You know what you are, Steve? You know nothing about music. You were never in the business, and then you bust about your MRIs saying, oh, I got to put up a fundraiser. All that stuff is going to go against you. And Donna Torres, what I wrote, see, I'm not as dumb as your husband to put that I committed wire fraud in Bloomfield. I called the mayor's office down there. See, the problem with you guys is I don't have one police record since I was a kid. Second of all, I do not live in the projects. The picture that Steve put up with my address of my apartment, that's the side of the building. That's a side street. They redid the whole apartment. So that's cracked. There's no such thing as projects. Steve, you mentioned about Newark, New Jersey. Yeah, there's bad parts in Newark, but I'm not on the bad part. I can walk down the street at 4 o'clock in the morning. And it's not to cop my crack. I've never smoked crack in my life. I've never shot dope in my life. So I had nothing to fuel my habit, bro. If I took one bit of medication, I could die and lose my other kidney. So when I'm done with you and Bill Ganko, you ready for this? You and your little friend Susan, who's a scam artist. And hey, man, ask her how shooting dope is. She should know. I got it nailed on all you, and I'm gonna nail you all to the cross. See, I'm a firm believer in God. God's gonna take you down. And I hear, Steve, these days your wife's into witchcraft. Really, witchcraft, white witch, whatever. Not gonna bring religion as I really don't care if you smoke pot with the devil. You know, in life, Steve, between you and Fripp, you should have got together. You could have done a push me pulling. were your lies. See, Richard took the money and you knocked down Maria Rusto's fundraiser page, you and your people. She could have died. You all should be proud of yourselves. Jamie, Jean, I didn't forget about your ass. Stacy Leap. What's her name? Cynthia Burke. Hey, Greg from Shatter of the Empire. Steve wrote this thing, right? You went up. You went up. You really went to Canada and talked to. You talked to the producer for Bon Jovi, right? This is what Steve said, man. You couldn't have talked to the producer. The producer is dead. He's been dead for the last 10 years. I called the studio. And Steve, I love your shot of your studio on your Facebook page. First, you got your wrong address, wrong friggin' number on there for 2. 3, you photoshopped the studio shot. I called the studio and he's not too happy about that. You took the picture of his studio and you photoshopped it. You run your radio station in your multi-mansion and don't ever ask me who Ralph Lauren is. I could have went over to Louis Vuitton luggage and had a tour of the factory years ago and I turned it down for doing cases. See, Steve, you know nothing about life because also with Michelle, you need amplifier gear and stuff. And why'd you do it? I know why you did it. 1 is jealousy, Steve. 2, to take my clientele because you seen they were donating to a real fundraiser. God forbid. I matched up all your stuff at Wish. You sell for Wish. You mark it up. You're ripping off America, Steve, and that's it. When they could go to Wish and buy the same product that you're selling and marking up with the shipping. You should be ashamed of yourself. And when I'm done with you and Richard Fripp, lawyers I got, they're going to put you in the ground because I got 2 corporations. The next one goes to Harley Davidson. See, Harley Davidson's a legitimate corporation, right, of bikers. They don't like scam artists with having your bipolar man represents their concerts for people and use their logos. You have taken also pictures of models and just used them. And I really feel bad for the bands that back you because you're the biggest bullshit in the world, that you've been played just like I did with my partner years ago and I won for $89,000 with the IRS. You're nothing, Steve. You never been in the music business. You were in a garage band as far as I'm concerned. You never cut a major album. I've been on major radio out here. Your radio station's nothing. You bring about 16 people in there. I've had 40 in my chat room. And all you can do, and I love it. You know what? I got all the screenshots of Dorothy Hill coming there mouthing off and Dan Reynolds. So it really made it bad for you, man. They should have stayed away from the radio station. Shut their friggin' mouth. And then you go over and take U-turn. I'll talk about you, Jameson Todd, too. You write about America. All you are is about totals, man. You like to write me nasty emails? Bring that to your lawyers. You wrote about America? No, you wrote about your goddamn self and how many are you going to get in your stream. And I got a problem with Steve Torres? No. Steve Torres had a problem with me. And he picked on a sick person, ruined his fundraiser pages, made him basically starve here. I can open up a fundraiser page for anyone I want, and you never attacked anyone, but you had the goal to put up a fundraiser page to go to Texas to see Autograph. So what, you can party with your rocker friends? What, you got such a big business there, Steve? That would be a business expense. Oh, yeah, and I also heard, you know what? I called Arkansas, man. You have no sole proprietorship, no LCC, and no incorporation. Now, it's not hard to figure out, Steve. I was in business for a long time. You just run your shit through PayPal and you take people's fucking money. You're a ripoff artist, Steve. And then you wrote that big thing about Trump, man. He's a neo-Nazi and he initiated them shootings. This isn't about presidency. I don't give a shit because if you look at my great uncle, he was the 63rd mayor of New York, Isaac Varian. I know more about politics than you'll ever know. I'm not getting into nationality, but why would you write something? Why, Steve? Because you're Mexican? See, I don't go by politics. I don't go by religion. I don't post that sort of shit. But you never put up one post about God in your life except saying the word Jesus Christ. You don't even know what the word means. So today, you know what? I've heard you talk on the radio. You can't even understand you. And I got that video, man, and that's great. Why did you take down that video, Steve, if you so high? See? And the one about Trump. Why don't you leave that stuff up? Well, you got too many bad hits? They all got it. People sent it over to me, man. They said, people, why don't you stick with radio, Steve? It's all a lie. You just write what you want and you think you're going to get away with it. This time you and Donna aren't. I'm going to nail you so far on the ground, bro, with my new lawyers. And when I'm done with all of you, for what you've done to me, I can hardly walk. Call me a dried up turkey neck because I'm sick. You got a serious mental issue. And why'd you do it, Steve? Like I said, jealousy. Your father died of Parkinson's. They were checking me for Parkinson's. And you said your son died of a suicide. I looked at his hands, Steve. What are all the burns on his hands? I took it to the cops. I took it to the doctors. They're burns from the stems, Steve. Sheep ass stems. So next time you want to throw shit and call my mother a prostitute, I wonder why your son did it. And why did your son have a picture of a 9 mil or even a pellet gun? It doesn't matter. If he was so off for suicide, why would you even take a picture or have a picture on a Facebook page like that? See, Steve, I would have helped your kid, but you're such a con artist, man. You're nobody in the business. I already called the whiskey and 10th Street Entertainment. The owner of 10th Street, Chris Nielsen, will talk to me. And the crew's going to get involved. See, when they see you so screwed up with Nicky doing what he's doing, he's an advocate for drugs. As much as Marco Mendoza, I know, from Whitesnake. They're going to come down on your ass in the music business for what you did, buying cheap ass shit off of Wish and portraying that stainless steel and titanium. You got to coat that shit with nail polish so it don't turn your wrist. You're the biggest ripoff artist in the world, dude. You just found a way to grow your hair. I seen you in 2012 with your family. And I like the one about your daughter, man, doing about on the news out there in Arkansas. I already called them about that, bro. I'm way ahead of you about social media. She talks about social media and how to protect your kids. You're the biggest bullshitter with your daughter. Because if your daughter was right, she would have said, Dad, what are you doing? But your daughter was on my page. I just booed her off. That's all I have to say. I am for America. And I tell the truth and I'll never tell a lie. And at least, Steve, I don't grab these girls and try to hit up on them and saying that my wife beat me with bottles and I'm going to leave her and all this shit. I got it all documented. And you can talk about my teeth all you want. I really don't care. That's from the radiation that rotted that out. See, Steve, I got every angle covered on you. You're too predictable. At least I spend 24/7 helping the people with mentally. They have mental problems, anxiety, depression, drug addiction, love problems. They can't handle life. I handle that 24 hours a day. But you know what? You have written so much over the year, man. I can't believe, bro. And you must be in a Fortune 500 right now, cuz. If you got that much to write and all the time, and you're on SSD and SSI. See, a minute gets to my lawyers. PayPal said they're doing a whole investigation. They're probably going to shut down your PayPal too. You'll never have nothing, no pages on Facebook. Oh, I'll get my pages back from Facebook. Don't worry about that. I really don't care. So, you're nothing, Steve. You did it to yourself over trying to buy people buy your trinkets off of Wish.com and Amazon. I know your whole game and what you're about. And I got 4 other girls that back me and some cops. Have fun. My lawyers will take care of the rest. See, your lawyers, I called your lawyers. I didn't bother them. I didn't harass them. They deal with accidents, Steve, not what you did. You lied about the cops. You turned around Joey's words. You're a piece of artwork. See, once it gets to my lawyer, it goes out to Arkansas, and probably 2,500 will come quick. They will come to your house and cuff your ass. What are you going to do? Run, Steve, for 3 weeks like you did from the cops? That's what you did, Steve. You ran from the cops and you avoided the cops. They called you for 3 weeks because you don't know. God, I know when Donna writes and then when you write. You're the illiterate person, dude. Not me. I'm the real deal. I would go one on one and DJ with you anytime and I'll blow you off the face of the map. Like I said, I might not be able to walk too good. But damn, hey, this is Paulie D from Hell Yeah Radio. We're going to have a rockin' time tonight. The shit I come up, I invent, Steve. You can't invent. You're just an idea stealer. And I like the one about Rock Soldier. You put Rock Army with a picture of Ace. Now, let me correct you. I'm a big Kiss fan, dude. It's Rock Soldiers. You dumb moron. Have fun. All right? I appreciate you guys stopping here. And you know what? Take this video, get it around your Facebook pages, get around Twitter, Instagram, and you'll know what the real Steve Torres is about. He's a womanizer. He uses women. And he's a ripoff artist. And the biggest liar. I've only met 3 in my life. You actually come in as number 3, Steve, because you're not that important in my life. You never got me mad. Because I knew I was going to win. Other people would have, oh shit, I better shut up. Not me, Steve. I win battles, I win wars, and I take people down. And especially, you know what's cool? My uncle being a 63rd mayor of New York, that gives me the right to get up to Washington, D.C. All right? Look it up, man. Isaac Varian. He stopped voter fraud, made it harder to commit voter fraud. And plus, my ancestors owned a quarter of New York back when it was all dirt road. I really want to know where the money went, Steve. So you're not nothing. When you come up with 98 credits on albums, 15 platinum, Steve, I want to see one recording you have came out with that's got played on the radio. I want you to see you hanging out with Anthrax, where Charlie Benante says while they're doing a gig with Quicksand and I'm working the show. Say, Paul, you ever see me drum? See, wait till I get to Anthrax, man. Charlie and them will definitely. Charlie Scott, Paul Crook, they would definitely put their 2 cents in on this. You guys have a great night, man. Hey, Naomi, how you been? Hey, you joined the feed. All right. Yeah, I wasn't feeling too great yesterday. Mr. Torres, get prepared for the battle. It's about ready to hit. bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? You guys have a great night. I'm doing a shorter version of this, which is going around. Richard Fripp, this goes out to you. For one thing, I ain't seen nothing down on a muffin. No, I never seen nothing like you jerking off with a grapefruit. You shouldn't have gave it to that girl, man. She gets back to me, man. I'm gonna put that all over the net and all over the video and everything you do with video, bro. You're gonna be the biggest hit. I know the muffin man. The people you work with, they're gonna know the grapefruit man. You. So Steve, you made a fool of yourself with Richard Fripp. That was his fundraiser that he ripped off people. Now you're the advocate. I remember me and Billy wrote a song. You know what it was called? The Fool. I ain't gonna die the fool. You're gonna die with nothing. My name is Paulie D. And up in that chat, welcome to my rockin' family. And this is gonna go far and wide. So quick. And it can happen to you. It happened to me. Social media has gotten so bad that half them girls in there didn't even know me. And they had to put up something in writing. Oh, he badgered me. I never met them, man. I never badgered no one. And Stephen, as of your spokesmodel, I told her, you're going to get in trouble with the law. And I called her modeling agency too. Really. Great pictures, younger pictures used, Steve. The one I put up, man, on my page, it looked like a mugshot, man, out of St. Quentin. All right, kids, you have a great night. I'm actually going to take a break, have coffee. Who would like to join me at the road to recovery? That's the place of help, Steve. See, you can't take down me. You can't get rid of me. You're not that smart. I'm not off of Facebook. Try that one. Oh, I forgot to tell you, Manny Madonna. You said that was Maria Rusto. All right. So actually, Maria, I told her what to write, and she put that in. Okay, because you knocked down a fundraiser page, and you said I was impersonating a cop. Really, my friend Michael Islam. He's looking for you, Steve, to talk to you. He's a retired sergeant, and you said you called Irvington. You couldn't. He retired a year ago. They would have said you retired. You're the biggest bunch of bullshit in the world. Tell Bill Ganko I said heads up, and Dan Reynolds. Let me tell you something, dude. I got people from the UK. Over on the other side, I got a lot of people. You don't know how many bands I work. And you know what? By the time I'm done with you, that gold silver burst you got, I'm going to own that. Maybe I'll pick up the guitar then. Write a song like you're already dead. I'll talk to you guys later. You have a great night. All right. Thank you. I'll be over at Road Recovery if you want to find me. Give me a little time to recover here. I'm recovered. I run the Road Recovery. Dig that shit. Hey, you guys take care, man, and have a great night. And that's the truth. All right. Steve Torres will go down. And that's it. Share it around your Facebook pages. Looks to Kill Rock Shop, a.k.a. Steve Rocks. Steve Torres. HMG Radio is the biggest bullshit lying. And also, he says he has 70,000 listeners. He can't. He has 50,000 listenings. That's one listen per song. Do the math, kids. What happened to the other 20,000? One song listen. And he's on iHeart and I don't know, he said he's on all these major radio stations. Really? Well, you got all this time in the world, Steve, to write about me. You lose. I got all the proof, Steve. My boss the letter from my boss is coming next. That guy was in the music doing cases. That's where I started at FFC Frisbee Fillet Casing. Then I went into my own business. It'll be printed. One from Dolby Laboratories, one from SIR Studios. And tell Steve Lynch to have a good time there recording with 222. And all the people there. Talk to you later. Have a great night.